Hey guys, this is Mike E. from Clinton, Tennessee. Before P90X, I really didn't have an excuse not to work out, but really I'd go to the gym. I had a gym membership, and I'd go, 3 or 4 days a week, and I did a lot like most people do. I'd go to the gym and I'd say I was going to work out, but I'd do more talking than I did working out. So I might pump a little bit, and I might do a few push-ups, a few sit-ups here and there, but really didn't do anything at the gym besides just go to kind of like socialize, and that was about really all I did. But I never did lose weight from it, and quite frankly, I never did lose any of my body fat. I basically just stayed the same. So I paid a gym membership of $49 a month to a club here locally in town, not just for me, but for my wife also, additional $49, and I really got nothing out of it. I came home one day in September of '09, and my wife had seen the P90X video on TV, and she asked me about doing it. She thought it'd be a perfect thing for me and her to do. And honestly, I told her, I said, I'm not interested. We've got gym memberships, and we already pay $49 a month for that, and we really don't use it. And she said, well, it's only $119. And I said, well, quite honestly, you can buy the program, but I'm not going to do it. And I went to my dentist the following week, and my dentist walked into my room to clean my teeth, or to check my teeth after it's been cleaned. And I noticed that he had lost a bunch of weight, and he looked great. And I said, how'd you lose the weight? How you look? What are you doing to look so good? I go to the gym all the time, and I can't look like that. And he said, P90X. So I said, well, don't tell my wife, because she's wanting me to buy the program, and I really don't want to buy it. So anyway, the following week, I went on a boat trip with a bunch of people, and I saw a guy on there that looked really good, and he had veins in his arms like I've got now, and I said, hey man, how do you get your arms look that good? Because I go to the gym all the time, and I can't do that. Long story short, he told me P90X also. So I told my wife after the boat trip, I said, okay, here's the deal. We're going to come home. We're going to buy the program. We're going to do everything they say to do, and that's take the pictures, eat the nutrition plan they say, and do all the workouts. And in the 90 days, we're going to ride them and get our money back. My motivation, honestly, for buying the program was to prove that P90X was some kind of scam, and it really didn't work. I noticed the results actually in the first 30 days. It was just unbelievable. I started out at 205 pounds, and in the first 30 days I was already back at 190, actually bordering on 189. I started in a 38 jean, and I could already tell I was going to have to go and buy new clothes, and which was nice. It's the first time I'd been at 190 pounds in a long time since I got out of the military back in 1987. The funny thing was, I immediately started to feel better in the first week. It was a little tough, I won't lie, it was a little tough the first few days, just getting through the workouts, but I could tell within the first few days that my mental attitude had changed. Physically, I was a different person, and within the first 30 days, losing 15 pounds, I had totally changed, and I got where it wasn't a motivation thing, but someone needed to be an accountability partner to me. I became accountable to myself. I became so excited. I couldn't wait to get home every night from working all day just to do the program, because I wanted to continue and see how much weight I really would lose. I watched the first couple videos, and they were kind of intimidating at first, because I hadn't worked out like that in a long time, or if ever I had. I'd gone to the gym, but I'd never really had a routine. Tony made things easy. Going to the gym, I'd bounce from machine to machine. Hiring a trainer, they kind of took me from machine to machine, but no one had really ever gave me a routine. What I liked about P90X and Tony Horton, he's a great motivator. The people in the video, you've got a couple guys in there that are just awesome shape. Pretty much everybody's in shape, but then you've got people that maybe can't do the things that Tony can do. They give you an alternative way to do something. I like that part, but the thing I liked more than anything was Tony is so motivating, plus he gives you a routine to go by. The muscle confusion kind of let me hit my muscles hard one day and then relax for a day or two off those, and that's something no one had ever taught me before. So the program was perfect for me, because I'm a routine kind of guy anyway, and this gave me a routine to work out. I was a little skeptical at first about the DVDs, honestly, because I just didn't feel like a DVD was something that could kind of get me in shape and really motivate me. But Tony's so funny, and the things he says on the videos kind of motivates you and kind of keeps you laughing. So it's fun to do it, and at the same time, he motivates you to continue and to give it your best. P90X really worked for me because I'm a business person, and my schedule kind of differs from day to day, seeing clients. And some days I'm really busy, and some days I'm not. So where the gym can be an option for me, it's really not a good option, because if I've had a really long day and it's 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, the last thing I want to do is come home, have to get my clothes off, get my gym clothes on, and drive 15 minutes to the gym. And then warm up, and then start to work out, and then of course you got a 15-minute drive back home. That leaves me very little family time, very little time at my home. So the reason P90X was such a great option for me compared to the gym is that I could come home, take my clothes off, work out right in my home. The cool thing with me and doing P90X is my wife was a partner during this thing, so she couldn't wait to get started with me. So as soon as I got home, I would get my workout clothes on, we'd get in front of the TV and do it together. So it was a thing where we didn't have to go 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, and at the same time we could do something in the privacy of our own home. And another thing about doing it at home, if something happened and I just couldn't make it through the video, which in the beginning it was quite a few of them, it let me fail in the privacy of my own home instead of being at the gym and feeling embarrassed about it. And so it kept me going, and I kept getting better day by day. Well, the reaction from my friends and family is kind of differs. My family was excited I was going to do something to lose weight, but they couldn't understand it. It's awful funny when you go out to eat and you're 3 weeks into this program, and you've lived a lifestyle forever, and a lot of lifestyles are based on going out to eat with family and friends for holidays, for occasions, things like that. Well, you go out and the first thing out of your mouth is, well, I can't eat that. But I can have this. And they're like, well, what are you doing? I mean, what kind of diet are you on? And it really wasn't a diet, but the reaction I got from my family at first was, well, this is kind of holding you back a little bit to where you can't go out and have fun. And that wasn't the case. They didn't understand that I was in a different lifestyle now. Friend-wise, I got a different reaction to that also, because my lifestyle before was going out, not so much partying, but going out to restaurants and drinking beer and eating wings and eating hot dogs and everything that you could eat that's bad for you, and staying out all times of night. And that's how I got a big belly to start with, and that's how I got it so out of shape. And 3 weeks into it, my friends were calling me going, hey, I hadn't seen you out in 2 or 3 weeks. Where are you at? Why are you not been out? When you coming back out? And I had to explain to them, and things have changed, and I was going to give a 90-day change to P90X and see if it really worked. And honestly, now through 3 or 4 rounds of it, it's changed my life. So I would never go back to that other lifestyle. Well, I'll never forget when we were somewhere in the middle of the program, me and my wife both, and I said, I can't wait till this program's over with 90 days, because I'm going to go have the biggest burger you can have. And that was going to be my reward at the end, because I decided not to have things like that while I was doing the program. It was, and what's so funny is at the end of the program, I didn't even want that. Because I'd gotten in a 90-day period, I'd totally changed the way I eat, the way I think, everything else. It was just such a celebration to finish the 90 days, and almost not a relief that the 90 days were over with, but to think, okay, I'm going to stay off of it 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to start right back on it again, because I missed it was I wasn't on it. The biggest thing with how it changed my life is this. P90X taught me a routine of how to work out, but it taught me how to live. It changed my total life and the way I act. It got me excited about being 47. I'm 47 years old. It made me feel 19 years old again. And I can do things now I couldn't do at 19 years old. And I'm faster, I'm quicker. I've got a lot more strength. My body's got more definition now. And what it did for me mentally is I get into a mindset, if I don't work out, then I feel bad. Instead of feeling bad all the time, I feel bad if I don't work out. So I constantly feel good, but if I go 2 or 3 days, which I don't, but if I was able to go 2 or 3 days, I feel like, oh man, I've got to do something to start working out, because what the program does is put you in a routine to where exercise becomes part of your life, and you feed off that. So mentally it changed me. It changed me in a lot of ways, but one of the biggest ways, and I'd be missed if I didn't share this with you, is it changed me spiritually also, because Once I'd been in the program about 3 weeks, and I decided to quit drinking during that 90 days because I thought it would be the only way that I was going to be able to work out for 90 days straight was to keep alcohol in my system. I quit drinking, and now it's been almost 2 years since I've had a drink of alcohol. Rededicated my life to the Lord, and since November the 8th, 2009, nothing in my life's been the same because of that. Since I completed the program, you know, all my clients, my family, my friends, everybody have seen my transformation. I've been in the local paper. I've been on a couple TV shows. I mean, there's a lot of people will say, well, P90X might have been for you, but I can't do that. That's wrong. Let me tell you something. I've been to a lot of the Beachbody events. I've been in fit clubs with people that thought they couldn't do P90X. You can do P90X. You may not can start day one and do the entire video. I couldn't. Neither could my wife. But it's baby steps. You might only go 15 minutes of the first day, and that's okay. But the next week you might go 25 minutes of it. You can do P90X, and the reason you want to do P90X, if you decide, oh, I want to do something, but I'm not sure if that program's for me, let me tell you why you want to do it. It will put you in the best shape of your life, of your total life. It'll give you strength, it'll get you lean, and on top of everything else, it will make you feel young again. It is the program for everyone, and there's no one that can't do this. Before P90X, my nutrition plan might have been for a breakfast, I might have had a honey bun and a chocolate milk. For lunch, I might have had a hamburger and fries. In fact, I think at one time I knew the exact price of how much a double cheeseburger and fries were when I went through McDonald's, so I knew exactly how much money I had to get out of my wallet. For dinner, you know, I might come home and have, I don't know, a piece of meat and some pasta. But what P90X did for me is, besides the workout, I think the nutrition plan was probably 70% of it. It taught me how to eat. I tell people today, if I never work out ever again in my life, I'll never ever gain a lot of weight or even any weight because I know how to eat now. So the nutrition plan actually put me on in a position to where I could eat the amount of calories I need, but look at food as fuel. Not as food as to love, but as what it takes for me to get the workout in, or my necessary daily habits, necessarily daily routine. It taught me that food is not something to love, but food is something to fuel your body. When I started P90X, I knew immediately that based on the nutrition program that I was not eating enough protein in my diet. That was one thing I went through, and I think that's a misnomer with most people. Most people will say, oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of protein in my diet. So I knew I needed to get something to help rebuild my muscles, shape my muscles, keep me full, you know, the whole deal. So I use the P90X protein bars. Good source of protein. Also use Shakeology, their drink, and we used their recovery drink. All of it tastes good. It's very competitive when it comes to price. I went to the local health stores and checked, and really the local health stores had nothing like Shakeology. And when it comes to the protein bars, when I bought from P90X, they were actually less expensive buying from P90X than they were when you bought it at the health shop. And these actually had more protein in them versus the ones at the health shop with less calories. You know, the neat thing about P90X is once it changed my life, I felt obligated to pay it forward. And, you know, it was one of those things where I felt like it's changed me so much that everyone should want to do this program. So I've gone out, I've started a couple fit clubs, and it seems like everybody I come in contact with, I try to tell them about P90X. I've got a couple people here locally, a fireman that I worked with for 17 weeks that actually did the program with me and changed his life when it comes to nutrition, the whole deal. He lost 51 pounds in 17 weeks. And it's just nice to see what P90X can do for other people besides myself. And I think that's how most people feel. Once they get something good, they want most people to know about it, or definitely their family and friends. And so that's what I try to do, is pay it forward. And I still try to do that today through putting online workouts on and fit clubs and just sharing my story with everybody I can.